Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Amnesia Memories on Kent's route. We were hanging out at Kent's house while he was doing research, and we borrowed a manual from work so we can figure out how to get through the workday without people knowing that we have amnesia, hopefully. And it's evening time already, so we'll just head back into things. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. We're going home. It's already getting dark outside, right, Dirili? Yeah, Kent can't hear you, Orion. You aren't getting angry today? What changed since the day before yesterday? I don't understand at all. Huh? What does he mean? Did something similar happen the day before yesterday? And you weren't angry today for some reason? Well, we were probably angry at him before because we spent the whole day here and he researched and didn't talk to us at all. That's what I'm guessing. I'm sure the reason you were getting mad before you lost your memories was because you liked Kent. You liked him, so you got mad that he didn't pay attention to you. And that he sent you crazy short messages. Yep. Huh, I see. So, you must have really liked him before you lost your memories. This might sound rude, but I don't understand what you liked about this guy. I do. You've really been acting strange since yesterday. Oh well, I'll show you to the door. You don't want to walk me home? Hey, Dirili, I really wonder what kind of relationship you built with him. He hardly talks, and you weren't going out for long. Can we really get any information from him? Oh, Orion, you're so cute. August 3rd. What's this so early in the morning? A message? Received a new message. I forgot to mention this earlier, but I'm normally at the university laboratory on Wednesday. If you don't have any other plans, you can come by. Have you visited Seichi University before? It's near your house. You should be able to get there easily as long as you have a sense of direction. But if something happens, call me. What? He doesn't have to call his girlfriend to the university laboratory. And if you go, you'll probably just get ignored again like yesterday. And the fact that he's asking whether you've been there before or not probably means he goes to a different university than you. I guess this isn't forbidden love between a teacher and a student. Darn. Darn, you wanted it to be that? Well, the fewer obstacles the better. But I wonder what kind of student you were to him before then. And I'm sure the details concerning why you started to go out is an important part of your memories. We really need to find out more about your relationship with Kent. Anyway, want to try going to this university laboratory? He told us the name of the university, so we should be able to get there on our own if we look it up online first. It's not like you get any stimulation at home. You can just bring your work manual and read it while you sit there with Kent. Again. Okay, now that that's decided, let's get changed and go to Seichi University. 1 hour later. Alright, we arrived without a problem. It was almost too easy. Kent said he's in the laboratory. I wonder which laboratory it is exactly. It's only been a week since you started going out, but you probably would have known in the past. It would be bad if you were like, which laboratory are you in again? What to do? He said to call if you got lost, but he would make fun of you for sure. I'll try calling Kent. Swallow our pride. Okay, but you better be prepared for some sarcasm. Oh, believe me, I am. Oh, right. Also, don't ask which laboratory. You just need to tell him you're lost, and I doubt he'll suspect you have amnesia. You got lost. I thought this would happen. I was just thinking of going to find you and just stepped outside when you called. Where are you now? Just stay there and don't move. You came this far and got lost? There are plenty of people around here who know where my lab is, You should have asked someone. You really don't think ahead, do you? But the fact that you relied on me is... I mean, this might have been the first time you ever called me. Really? The fact that you chose me, rather than asking a stranger for directions, was the optimal choice. Oh, he's blushing! I guess I made him happy. Anyway, let's go. What was that? Is he embarrassed? You look embarrassed too. Orian's blushing also. And you two are dating, yet this is the first time you've ever called him? You weren't replying to messages either, right? Why not? Didn't you like Kent? You're both so complicated. Yeah, clearly. Come in. Make yourself at home. This is a shared room used by graduate students for mathematics research. But in reality, it's more like my own private room. There's rarely anybody here on Wednesdays, especially. So my friends just come in as they please. You can relax. He left you alone again, just as I thought. It's so funny when he makes that face, although he looks more like, what? He has friends? He said to relax, but it's hard to feel at home in what looks like a workplace. Also, it sounds like Kent is enrolled in a math program, or at least that's what I gather. I wonder what he's researching. He said this is for graduate students, so he must be a graduate student too. I want to ask him a lot of things, but I also feel like we'd get in his way. And we need to study for work. What will you do? Will you try talking to him? Yes, I'll say, would you like to talk? Talk? Had the two of us ever had a productive discussion before? I'd like to hear such a topic if you can think of one. As far as I know, either the questions you ask me are useless and a waste of my time, or we simply end up arguing. Or are you asking for us to have a conversation rather than a discussion? At times, I have talks with friends that can't be called discussions. Is that what you're requesting? Yes, that's it. I'm surprised he understood. Could you have been dissatisfied by a lack of conversation? Still, conversations are something that occur on their own. They aren't something you request. It's difficult to simply come up with a topic out of the blue. But I'd be willing to talk if you don't mind what the subject is. He's gonna come up with something that we have absolutely no idea about. At best, this subject is simply idle chatter, but... My field of study, mathematics, is often misunderstood. It isn't necessarily about pure mathematical logic alone. It's often believed that mathematics is comprised of logic and theorems, and the construction of aesthetic equations is highly regarded, but I reject that. I mainly focus on utilizing those theorems to define physical phenomena, and one method of that is... I have a feeling this is going to take a while. And did we even understand what he was saying? What, the whole day? Did we talk to him at all, or did he just give us a lecture? So tired. It's already evening. What will you do? Will you go home? Huh? Don't stand in her way like that. You're really tall and scary. He isn't scary. Why haven't you become angry? Why haven't you complained? Your attitude is far too questionable. What happened to you after our fight 3 days ago? Could you also... Am I just making foolish assumptions, thinking that you're tired of arguing too? Huh? I've heard that the first stage in dating is to be together as much as possible. But when is the first stage considered complete? I don't know what changes occurred by our simply being together, but your attitude really has changed. How should I perceive this? If your feelings toward me have changed even a little, What? That's kind of creepy. He's a little too close there. Don't move. You move and you die. What? Who's that? EQ. It seems my senses have dulled. I didn't notice your intrusion. Victory is mine, Ken. Do you have any last words for your family? I see. Tell them Tell them I fought bravely. I shall.
What's with this weird conversation? What are they doing? And who's that guy?
I thought it was EQ. Why did I say EQ? No, I'll have you check my answer. I've solved your math puzzle. Huh, it's correct. You've improved, EQ. It's thanks to you, Ken.
Who's he? Is he Kent's friend?
Who's this cute girl? Is she a math student? Why aren't you saying anything? Her name is Dirili. She's the woman I'm dating. What? Dating? Really? Like, seriously? This isn't another experiment or research, or some kind of weird study, is it? No. The music stopped. I'm Iki. It's nice to meet you. Please don't be put off by this guy's dumb nickname for me. Ah, okay.
Ooh, he's so pretty close up.
What are you doing? Can't you tell? This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see you get jealous, and I'm not going to miss it. Hey, look into my eyes. Yes, like that. EQ, this is one thing I won't forgive you for. Whoa, scary. Ken, I thought you didn't believe in my power. Or are you worried after seeing it all this time? It looks like your boyfriend is getting really jealous. How do you feel? Wouldn't you prefer me?
What? What's with this narcissist? Sure, Kent acts like he does, but this guy's even worse.
What are you talking about? What do you mean? I told you about this before. You see, his eyes are... Huh? Oh, wait a second. What? It's not working. Looks like it. You're kidding. Really? Sorry, Ken. Mind if I seduce her? I really need to do this. Of course I mind. Alright, fine then.
Hey, you're pretty, Iki, but I still prefer Kent.
But this is a surprise. So there are girls it doesn't work on.
Whatever that is. What's he talking about? What's not working? Is he using hypnosis or something?
Clover versus Spades. Dirili, allow me to introduce you. I told you about him before. He's a no-good friend of mine. He believes his eyes have an effect similar to an aphrodisiac. No, they really do have that effect. This is the first time I've met a girl it doesn't work on. Ah, I got it. Is it possible that you could be so in love with Ken that you can resist the power of my eyes? Impossible.
Wait, why are you the one denying it, Kent?
She doesn't like me. In fact, I am almost certain she hates me.
Then why are you dating? Huh? Dirili, what do you think he means? Hello? Are you listening?
Is this a memory? I fully understand your dislike for me. More than I'd like to, in fact. Actually, the word dislike may not describe it well enough. I could even say that I'm hated by you. So is this an experiment? That's what I believe.
Whoa!
What's wrong, Dirili?
What? My head's spinning. Dirili, are you okay?
What happened? Are you okay? Don't push yourself. Just lay down like that for a while. I apologize. I may have made you remember something terrible. This seems complicated. Not really. It would be simple if you heard it, especially for you. Oh, really? Then maybe I'll hear you out over some drinks later. Very well.
Wait a second. You should let us listen in too, right, Dirili?
Yeah, they're talking about me. I'm supposed to say I'd like to go, but I can't, right? Of course not. Not only are you not at drinking age yet, you also just collapsed a moment ago. Oh, I collapsed? I didn't know I collapsed. I'll get my things ready. You go home when you feel better, Dirili.
It's all over. We can't help it. We'll just go home for today.
Well, it is evening already.
Today sure was surprising. It's unfortunate that we couldn't hear the nitty-gritty of the matter, but getting that memory back was a huge step forward. I think the thing we saw before you got dizzy was one of your old memories. The sudden shock of that memory rushing back is probably what knocked you off balance. That event must have left an intense impression on you before you lost your memories. It's the first memory that came back out of total nothingness after all. I could even say that I'm hated by you, huh? Kent is a weird guy, but I don't see any reason why you'd go so far as to hate him. And did you really not like Kent before? Kent always says that you were constantly arguing before, and maybe they weren't just lovers' quarrels. Anyway, for today, you should just get some rest. You've got 3 days of work starting tomorrow.
Why is Iki on my Kent game? August 4th.
It's the morning of your first day at work. Are you prepared? You read the manual to find out the rules and ways of doing things at work. If you remember the content, you should be able to work without having any major issues, but when you're actually working, unexpected situations can arise. Huh? Is she looking at you?
Good morning.
She greeted you pretty coldly and just walked off. She did greet you, though. Do you think she's your junior at work? Or maybe your school? Oh, she went into an alley. Huh? It looks like there's a back entrance to this building here. I see. I'll bet that's the entrance for employees. Alright, let's follow her.
Good morning. You're both pretty late today. Ah, Toma, good morning.
Wow, that was so friendly. I expected a waterfall of flowers to shoot out of her face. Isn't her attitude way too different from what we saw earlier?
I don't know why, but Dirili was just standing around at the cafe entrance. Maybe she did something to make the manager mad. I see. Now I'm worried. Even I get the chills when Waka gets angry. I know! Every time I feel his silence, I just think about quitting. I agree. Dirili, if there's anything you don't understand, let me know before Waka finds out. Also, try not to take it to heart if he gets mad at you. Ah, Toma, you really are a nice guy. I hope you take care of me if I need help too. Of course I don't mind. But I feel like you're just a little over-reliant on me, Mine. Oh, you noticed? Although I completely understand why it would be hard to ask Waka.
I see. This man is the guy who talked to you when you came here before to meet Kent. So his name's Toma, huh? He seems really nice. And this girl is Mine. She's cute, but deep down she's hiding a horrible attitude. It sounds like this Waka guy is your boss or superior. Maybe he's the manager from before. What? When did the manager appear?
Right, I should get changed. I'm sorry, I'll do that right away.
Amazing, he didn't even have to say anything.
I need to make some preparations. I'll get going now.
I wonder if he'll expect you to be able to read his mind too. Anyway, you should go. If you just copy Mine, you should be fine. Welcome back, Master.
Orion dressed as a maid. 10 minutes later.
Huh? So this is your uniform? It's supposed to be a maid. I guess it's Japanese style? It looks really good on you. Just smile if you make a mistake, and I'm sure everyone will forget all about it. Being a girl has its perks. Anyway, it's time to harvest the fruits of your labor. Wait, I could have sworn this was in the manual. What was it again? Dirili, do you remember?
What are you doing? Wow, you're really making rookie mistakes like that? That's pretty dumb.
Grr. Hey, we studied a lot. Maybe having to listen to Kent's long talk yesterday made it so we couldn't study enough.
The manager's going to get mad at you, I'm sure.
Oh, it's okay. All things considered, you're doing really well.
That face makes me laugh every single time.
It's over. Well, for not having memories, you worked really hard. But,
The manager looks mad. He hasn't said a single word all day. Why are you worse than before?
sorry. Let's just apologize for now.
Why? Why? Why is he getting close to us?
When we get home, let's study the manual again. At this rate, we'll die from his scary-eye curse. I don't want you to die just because you have amnesia.
So he really did get mad.
We'll work harder. So you don't get cursed, and so Mine can't make fun of you anymore.
So he just came up to us and was like, why are you worse than before? Why? And just left. That was it.
But still, today sure was tiring. That's only natural. You're working without memories. That's just asking for too much. Sorry for putting you through this, but I really think you did a good job. At least all they thought was that you just weren't feeling well, and they didn't go as far as starting to suspect you. Hey, you have a message.
Received a new message. Good work today. How would he know? He wasn't there.
Does he mean... Did he calculate the time you get home from work to send this? Wow, it's a brief message just like the ones from before, but it feels so rewarding after all our studying. What happened to Kent? Does he suddenly understand how to be a supportive boyfriend? What will you do? How will you reply?
And a good job to you too, Kent. What is this? But thank you. I'm quite happy.
Wow, I don't really understand, but he seems really happy too. But maybe you were too nice, and now he suspects you. Alright, that should do it for the reply. Kent said he'd try as much as he could to spend time with you, but... You might not be able to see him until you're done with work in 3 days. There are still a lot of things we don't know about him. I guess we shouldn't worry about it for now. Do your best at work tomorrow.
August 5th.
Good morning. We've reviewed the manual enough. We also have all that practice from yesterday. I'm sure today will go well. Alright, let's share the manager and Mine.
Good morning.
Huh? Who's this?
What are you doing? Not going to change? The manager's going to shoot his laser eyes.
I see. So she's another coworker. I guess the people here yesterday weren't your only coworkers. She's pretty friendly, unlike Mine. Maybe you two got along.
Oh, Sawa, you're here. You're always barely on time. Good morning, Toma. I'm just not a morning person. But it's kind of unusual for this one to be so spaced out in the morning. Yeah, that kind of reminds me. You were acting strange yesterday, too. Wait, were you really? She made mistakes she never would have normally, and then got scolded by Waka. Seriously, that's strange. Could it have been another fight with her boyfriend? Is that what happened, Dirili? I could give you some advice. Hey, Tama, as her best friend and someone who understands a maiden's heart, I should be the one giving her advice. Men don't like to get involved in things like this. You'll just complicate things. I guess. Alright, I'll leave it to you, Sawa. But if you're going to talk, do it later. If you don't get changed soon, Waka will show up. Oh, right. Well, let's go get changed, Dirili.
Just keeping our mouths shut and listening gave us some good information. We now know that the girl's name is Sawa, and that the two of you get along pretty well. She probably knows a lot of things about you. We should talk to her more later. Anyway, for now, let's get on the work that needs to get done. Alright. Unlike yesterday, today's going a lot better. Yeah, the customers aren't giving you strange looks either. Let's keep it up and get through this.
Apologies for the... Another day down.
It's over. We're all burned out.
Nice work today. Wait, are you all worn out? Are you okay? Now that I think of it, you've been looking tense all day.
The manager.
Good.
That's a relief.
Oh, he's a man of very few words. Wow, the manager was just glaring at you. You really must have been acting strangely. What happened to you? Are you worrying about something to do with Kent?
Kent. I'm kind of curious about what she has to say, but I just want to rest now. Well, in reality, you're the one who was running around and having a hard time, not me. But because we've merged, I can feel all your fatigue and anxiety, things like that. If I wanted to, I guess I could always cut off my connection to your senses, but I wouldn't understand as much about you if I did that.
Wow, you look gloomy. Is it really that bad? Don't tell me you guys are at the point of breaking up.
Wait, does she think you're worrying about Kent?
Or are you worried about him going to study abroad now that you're dating? Even though you knew that going in, it is for a whole year. That's a long time.
Studying abroad?
Kent going to London to study at the end of the month would make me worried too, regardless whether you knew about it beforehand or not. Once you start going out and you're always together, it's sad to start a long-distance relationship after that.
Wait! We haven't heard this before. There were no hints at all like that from Kent. He's planning to go study abroad in a month?
Are you feeling sad? You can talk to me about it.
Huh? I don't know. I wonder if you felt sad about it before losing your memories.
I'm supposed to say it's okay, I'm fine. Wait, did I misunderstand? Then, could it be the previous issue? Are you always fighting even now after you started dating? But I think you were partially at fault for that too. If you're both prone to arguing, of course you'll end up fighting. One of you has to give in.
What?
Both of you are so proud. You should be a little more upfront. He's going to be going really far off soon. Now's the time to dote on him more.
Hey, it just occurred to me, but isn't she talking under the assumption that you liked Kent? But Kent was saying that you might have even hated him. It sounds like you never told anyone, even your best friend Sawa, that you hated Kent.
Probably because we didn't really. Kent just thought that because of the way we act.
Did you like him or not? This is so confusing.
Well, anyway, what I'm trying to say is, if you ever have need to vent, feel free to talk to me anytime. I'm sure Kent will be busy until the 25th, with the conference and all, so you might not be able to see him much. But you only have a month left together, so you can't be gloomy. You need to treasure this time. Anyway, I'll be going home first.
Wait, hold on! Tell us more about it, Sawa! She left.
Well, we can't say that because she'll be like, oh, tell you what, why don't you know? It's your life.
Today sure was tough. Again. But about the studying abroad thing, I wonder how you and Kent felt about it. Kent says he wants to see you any chance he gets, but being apart for a whole year is okay? I don't know what this conference on the 25th is, but I guess he's busy preparing for it. He's going out of his way to see you, and maybe that's why you always end up doing separate things when you're together. How does Kent really feel? Does he really want to see you? Speaking of whom, it looks like he sent you a message.
Oh, I just realized I totally went long on this video. Alright, we're gonna have to stop there. And we'll see more about this, what's going on with this long distance thing in the next episode. So I hope to see you there or in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.